course, many of you know that the Bible is made up of 66 individual books. And as we look at the Bible as a whole, we see there are all kinds of different types of books. There are history books in the Old Testament in particular that tell the story of the nations of Israel. There are lots of prophetic books where the men of God came to Israel and not only foretold what was going to happen in their immediate future, but far in the future, some things of which have not even happened yet. The New Testament is full of doctrine and full of practical things for us as a church in this New Testament age. The Old Testament contains a section of books called poetry books. And the most unique of those, in my opinion, is the book of Proverbs. Instead of a long story or a system of thought that goes through, Proverbs is really just a series of short little sayings, wisdom from God himself that we can apply directly to our lives. It's interesting to read through the book of Proverbs. It's got 31 chapters. It's a great study to do sometime to read a chapter of Proverbs each day through the month. I've read through Proverbs many times, as I'm sure a lot of you have. I was reading it the other day and I came across Proverbs 20:22. And there Solomon says, "Do not say, I will repay evil. Wait for the Lord, and he will deliver you." Now that's something that goes contrary to our most basic human nature, our basic human instinct, and that is, if someone does something to us or to someone that we love, our immediate instinct is, we need to take care of that. We need to rectify it. We need to get justice. We need to sort it out and make it right. We just have that in us to want to make wrong right, especially when it happens to us. But God offers this wisdom, which is opposite of our human instinct. Do not say, I will repay evil. Now that in itself is hard to do, to have someone wrong you and just say, I'm going to let that go. Now we all need to do that, and as we mature, hopefully we do that more consistently in our lives. But it's the second half of the verse that really catches my attention. Wait for the Lord, and he will deliver you. How difficult it is to not only say, I'm not going to try to get justice for myself, but I'm going to wait for the Lord to do it. We're talking in our men's group the other night about faith. And of course, there are numerous ways that we can define faith, and certainly numerous areas of our lives in which we experience faith and need to exercise faith. But as we talked about it, we came up with an interesting little definition of it. We said that faith is believing that God is going to do what's right. Believing that God is going to do what's right. And that's what it takes when we are wrong. That's what it takes to apply this proverb to our lives. Wait for the Lord, and he will take care of it. He will do what is right. He will get justice. Whether we see that in this lifetime or the next, we know that God will always do what's right. And that is a very important aspect of faith that we need to hang on to. I hope that you'll experience that today, that in whatever occurs in your life, you will wait for the Lord, for him to do what is right.